I want to have kids for the experience. I need new jokes. I need new material, Joe. So I need that.
That's a pretty big investment for jokes.
That's my livelihood. I mean.
Well, I mean, we had talked about, you coming and working for me.
You mentioned that last week. I would need extra income. I mean, you got to convince me that I should work.
What? No, it doesn't work like that.
Why not?
You'd have to come in for an interview.
I'm an asset to any company.
What would your asset be? What could you offer my company?
I have a cheerful attitude. I make everyone happy to be at work, which leads to more morale, which leads to a better workplace.
Are you a hard worker?
I can be a hard worker, yes.
I know you're not. You know what I mean?
I'm not. I am a hard worker.
No, you're not a hard worker.
When I have to be, I am.
Can you wake up? I mean, work starts at 8. Can you get here at 8 every morning?
Well, I think that's an outdated way to do business. I mean,
well, it may be, but that's the way we do business.
It can't happen at noon.
No, it can't. It has to happen at 8 in the morning.
Why? Well, yeah, we have to get on the phone with China.
No, we just have to get on the phone with people, and we have to work a full work day.
What would I be doing?
Listen, you don't ask the questions of me. I would ask the questions of you.
I want this job. I mean, if I got to go see Medea movies and gay porn, I'm not going to want to do it.
I can promise you that that's not part of the job description.
Walk me through my day. I get there at what time? 9 a.m.?
Listen, this is not going to be interesting, so I'll be very brief. I deal with Social Security. Social Security is an avalanche of red tape and paperwork. I have to navigate through that. So what I would do is push a lot of the clerical part of it onto you. That's what I would do. So basically, it's not a fun job. You're not dealing with the public. You're dealing with the government workers that are angry because they're there.
Do I have to answer phones and type
stuff?
No,
most of the time you'd be making calls. Yeah, you'd be filling out forms for me to... Yeah, that's what you'd be doing.
I hate talking on the phone.
Yeah, and these conversations are the worst types of conversations because they're government employees, so they don't want to be there. And now you're making them work.
Well, how much am I going to get paid?
Again, that part's not up to me.
Well, yeah, you don't have a clue?
Nope.
I don't. It could be $50,000 a year or it could be $10 an hour.
I can tell you it's not $50,000 a year. But you got to remember that the people that would normally take this job, they're people that are willing to work part-time. I mean, it's an unskilled job. So, you wouldn't be making $20 an hour, I can tell you that. Well, you understand, because of the life that you live, what are you going to get, a full-time job? You can't, because you have to be able to leave to go to Cleveland for a Thursday night gig.
I need a part-time flexible job. This is a good opportunity because it's with you, someone I know. You'll let me slack a little bit, right?
No, you can't slack, but you can.
Why not?
Hey, I'm the director of the division. It has to run. Is this going to
affect our friendship if I come and do a slack-ass job?
Yes, of course it would. No, actually, it wouldn't, as long as if I fired you, that wouldn't affect our friendship.
If you fired me, would you fire me on the show?
Yeah, of course. I'd be like, this isn't working out.
Okay. Do you interview people? Are you interviewing people right now?
No.
But that's not part of your job is to interview people?
I would if I needed, if there was a rec, for this position.
I want to be interviewed.
Right now? Well, I've already asked you most of the questions. And by the way, I know the answers. If I said, hey, where do you see yourself with this company? You're like, well, I don't see myself with this company.
All right.
Right.
Let's go down the list.
Right. Are you willing to relocate? No, I'm not willing to relocate. What can you offer? I know you. Are you a hard worker?
I can't type because I faked my injury.
Yeah, you can't type.
And grade.
I'm going to ask if you're a hard worker. You're going to say yes. I'm going to say, no, you're not. You don't even.
I am a hard worker when I have a job to do. I'm lazy at finding a job to do.
Yeah,
I find things other than doing what I need to do. But when I have a task, I'll get it done.
I'm going to say, tell me about your work history. You're going to say, I have no work history.
I was telemarketing manager for DirecTV.
Yeah, but that was like 20 years ago.
This is actually embarrassing. I was a telemarketing manager, and so this was at night we would call. Basically, at that time, I was the person in charge in the whole building.
Right.
And I'm like 24 years old or something. They had this audio-visual room with this big TV, and they had a karaoke thing. Like you could turn to this channel and you could sing and do karaoke. So I decided that we should take a break and all go on there and sing karaoke. But what I didn't know is that one of the other guys that works during the day in sales was recording something off HBO or something, some cartoon movie for his niece or something.
What do you mean recording?
He had some device that he was going to record something
And
off
instead, the karaoke came up and it recorded
Yes,
karaoke.
because I turned to this karaoke thing. What he recorded was me singing.
You get fired?
I got in trouble because it was obvious that, well, for 51 minutes, we know you weren't doing your job because here's you singing Hey Jude.
But
So-
you didn't get fired?
No, which states to this is why I'm bringing this up, that's how good of an employee I am. I can do that and still not get fired.
And of course, I know we've told this story many times on the show, but we were working on the same show at the Baltimore Comedy Factory. You got so drunk you fell off the stage, and they called you to work the following week. So yeah, I guess you do have staying power. That is one good quality. The truth is, I wouldn't need to interview you. That's the truth.
You're not going to hire me. I'm
No, no.
serious. Well, I need $200 a week. Can I make that for 3
Yeah,
days?
of course you could, but there's not a job right now. But if there was, sure, I'd hire you.
We were watching Seinfeld earlier, and it was when Kramer had his intern.
Yes,
Can
Kramer.
I just be that guy for you?
Where you just would take notes. I don't
Yeah,
know
eat
that I
coffee
have
stuff.
the kind of clout at my job where they just would allow me to have a personal assistant. Plus, you'd be horrible. You're not a hard worker. I don't want you to be my personal assistant. I want a go-getter.
So I'll get you
Skills.
coffee, run errands, pick up your
No,
dry.
you're not going to get me coffee. I don't see that happening.
They're asking on the chat if that was my last job. By the way, we do the show live, if you don't know, every Monday night. You can chat along with us, robandjoeshow.com. My last job that I had was more recent. It was like 2 years ago, where I was doing product demonstrations and like
Oh, that's
Sears
right. You got fired from
and,
that too.
and BJ's, and I get on the intercom and tell people we're having this giveaway, and people come over, and I give them this little gift, and then I do this demo of this. It's called Mr. Sticky. It was this lint brush thing. Well, anyway, some guy yelled at me, and I got mad at him, so I threw the free gift at him.
When Rob told me the story, he tried to paint it like, yeah, so I kind of tossed it at, you know what I mean? Like it was justified throwing a gift at the guy. He got mad and he threw something at a customer. That's what happened. And they got fired. He's like, can you believe that? Can you believe I got fired for assaulting a customer?
Everyone there that witnessed it, though, was on my side, and they all bought the product because of that guy. No, seriously. Because they said, that guy was such a jerk. We feel sorry for the way he was treating you. And I'm like, I know.
If you could do it all over again, you could have what's it called, a shill, where a guy would come up and do that. I could be the shill. Oh my God, man,
Genius.
we would make a ton of money.
You see how well we work together, Joe? Yeah,
Eric the actor did say something funny. You have to apply for the same jobs that like high school kids are applying for.
Yeah, I also work at the same clubs that famous comedians work at.
All right, hey,
So,
listen,
it goes
you got-
both ways, Eric.
Very
You're
defensive
completely-
on that.
But you're very right, Eric the actor. Nothing that you said there is wrong at all.